coming. This is God Carnage.
So this is our statement. You'll be doing your own, of course. Okay. On 5:30 p.m. on the 3rd of November in Cobble Hill Park, following a verbal altercation, Benjamin Rowley, 11, armed with a stick, struck our son Henry Novak in the face. This action resulted in, apart from a swelling of the upper lip, the breaking of 2 incisors, including injury to the nerve in the right incisor.
Armed?
Armed. You don't like armed? I'm trying to say, Michael. Furnished, equipped, furnished with a stick, is that all right?
Furnished, yes.
Furnace with a stick.
You know, the irony is, we've always regarded Cobble Hill Park as a haven of security, unlike Woodland Park.
She's right. We've always said Cobble Hill Park, yes. Woodland Park, no.
Absolutely. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. There is nothing to be gained by getting stuck down some emotional cul-de-sac.
No, we should be thanking you. We should.
I don't think that anything is necessary. Fortunately, there's still such thing as the art of coexistence, isn't there?
The children don't appear to have mastered. Not ours, at least.
Those tulips are gorgeous.
Oh, they're from that little Korean deli up on the street. You know the one at the end?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they come in every morning direct from Holland.
Really?
$40 for a bunch of 50. You know the one at the end?
Yes,
You
yes.
know, he didn't want to identify Benjamin.
No, he didn't.
Impressive sight, that child. Face bashed in, teeth missing, still refusing to talk.
I can imagine.
He also didn't want to identify him for fear of looking like a tattletale in front of his friends. We have to be honest, Veronica, it was nothing more than bravado.
Of course. At the bottom of a kind of courage, isn't it?
Yes, of course. So how? What I mean is, how did you manage to get Benjamin's name?
Oh, well, we explained to Henry that he wasn't helping his child by shielding him.
We said to him, if this child thinks he can keep on hitting people with the impunity, why should he
We
stop?
said to him, if we were this kid's parents, we would definitely want him told.
Well, of course.
Yes. Yes, Murray. Right, thank you. Right, in today's Times, let me read it to you. According to a paper published in the Lancet and taken up yesterday in the Financial Times, 2 Australian researchers have discovered the neurological side effects of Antril, a hypertensive beta blocker at the Varennes Pharma laboratories. These side effects range from hearing loss to ataxia. So who the hell is your media watchdog? Yes, it's very goddamn inconvenient. No, what's most inconvenient about it, as far as I'm concerned, is the annual shareholders meetings in 2 weeks. Do you have an insurance contingency to cover litigation? I see. Okay. Oh, and Murray, ask your PR gal to find out if this story shows up anywhere else. Call me back. Excuse me.
So you're...
A lawyer.
What about you?
Me, I have a wholesale company, household goods, and Veronica's a writer and works part-time in an art history bookshop.
Oh, a writer.
I contributed to a collection on the civilization of Sheba, based on the excavations that were restarted at the end of the Ethiopian-Eritrean War. And I have a book coming out in January on the Darfur tragedy.
Oh, so you specialize in Africa.
I'm very interested in that.
Do you have any other children?
Yes.
Oh, yes, Henry has a 9-year-old sister, Camille, who is furious at her father because last night her father got rid of the hamster.
Oh, you got rid of the hamster?
Yes. That hamster makes the most god-awful racket all night and spends the whole day fast asleep. Henry was in a lot of pain last night. He was being driven crazy by the noise that the hamster was making, and to tell you the truth, I've been wanting to get rid of that thing for a long time. So I said to myself, okay, I took it and I put it in the street. I thought they loved drains and gutters and all that, but I guess not, because it just sat there paralyzed on the sidewalk. They're not domestic animals. They're not wild animals. I don't really know where their natural habitat is. Nothing in the woods. They're probably just unhappy, so I don't really know where you're supposed to put them.
You left it outside?
He left it there, and and then tried to convince Camille it had run away, that she wasn't having it.
Was the hamster gone this morning?
Gone? Yes.
And you, what field are you in?
I'm in wealth
Would it be
management.
at all possible, forgive me for putting the question so bluntly, that Benjamin might apologize to Henry?
It'd be good if they talked.
Oh, he has to apologize, Alan. He has to tell me sorry.
Yes, yes, of
Yes,
course.
sorry.
He realizes what he's done. He just doesn't understand the implications. He's 11.
If you're 11, you're not a baby anymore.
You're not an adult either. We haven't offered you anything. Coffee? Tea? Is there any more of that clafouti left, Ronnie? It's an extraordinary clafouti.
I wouldn't mind an espresso.
Just some water.
An espresso for me too, sweetie, and bring out that clafouti anyway.
What is it you sell?
Locks, doorknobs, soldering irons, all sorts of things. Saucepans, frying pans.
When you saw the hamster sitting there paralyzed, why didn't you bring it back home?
Because I couldn't pick it up.
You put it on the sidewalk.
I took it out in its cage and I sort of tipped it out onto the sidewalk. I don't like to touch rodents.
I don't know who put the clafouti in the fridge. Monica puts everything in the fridge. She won't be told.
What's in the clafouti?
It's my own little recipe. It's gonna be too cold. It's a shame.
Very good, it's very good.
Tasty.
Gingerbread crumbs!
Brilliant!
Well, at least all this has given us a new recipe.
Well, I'd have preferred it if it had cost my son 2 teeth.
Of course, that's what I meant.
Strange way of expressing it.
Not at all. I have to take this. Yes, Murray. No, do not ask for right of reply. You'll only feed the controversy. What are these symptoms? What is ataxia? How long have you known about this? And the whole time you never recalled it. Oh, okay, right.
Alan, do you mind joining us?
Yes, I'm coming. Sergey, they've known about the risks for 2 years. Idiot wanted to demand a right of reply. No, we certainly don't want a right of reply. On the other hand, if the story spreads, we can issue a press release. Say, it's disinformation leaked 2 weeks before the shareholders meeting. He's going to call me back. Okay. I haven't had lunch.
Help yourself.
Thanks. Where are my manners? What were we saying?
That it would have been nicer to meet under different circumstances.
Yes, right.
So what does Benjamin have to say about it? How does he view the situation?
He's not saying much. I think he's still slightly in shock.
He understands he's disfigured his playmate.
No, he does not understand that he has disfigured his playmate.
Why are you saying that, Alan? Benjamin understands very well.
He understands that he has behaved like a thug. He does not understand that he has disfigured his playmate.
I don't care for the word, but the word is unfortunately accurate.
My son has not disfigured your son.
Your son has disfigured my son. Come back at 5 and everyone
The swelling on his leg will go down, and as for the teeth, take him to the best dentist. I'm prepared to chip in.
That's what the insurance is for. What we'd like is for this thing to never happen again, so the boys can make up.
Yes, let's arrange a meeting.
Yes, that's the answer.
Well, should we be there?
We don't have to be there. Just let them do it, man to man.
Man to man, Alan. Well, having said that, we don't have to be there. It'd probably be better if we weren't.
The question isn't whether we should be there or not. The question is, do they want to talk to one another? Do they want to have a discussion?
Anyone wants to?
What about Benjamin?
It's no use asking his opinion.
But it has to come from him.
Benjamin has behaved like a hooligan. We're not, interested in what mood he's in.
If Benjamin is forced to meet Henry in a punitive context, I can't see that the results would be very positive.
Madam, our son is a savage. To hope for any kind of spontaneous repentance would be fanciful. Right. I'm sorry. I have to get back to the office. You'll stay in it. You'll tell me what you've decided. I'm no use whichever way you cut it. Women always think you need a man, you need a father, as if they'd be any help at all. Men are a dead weight. They're clumsy, maladjusted. Oh, you can see the F train. That's great.
Well, I'm so embarrassed, but I can't say either. My husband has never exactly been a stroller
So
dad.
what have we decided?
Could you come by the house this evening with Henry about 7:30?
7:30?
do you think, Michael?
Well, honestly,
Go on.
I think Benjamin ought to come here.
Yes, I agree.
I don't think it's right for the victims to go traipsing around.
That's right.
Personally, I can't be anywhere at 7:30.
Since you're not here, so you won't be meeting. The main thing is that the children speak to one another, so I'll bring Benjamin here at 7:30, and we can leave them to have their discussion. No, you don't look very convinced.
If Benjamin is not made aware of his responsibilities, they'll just look at each other like a pair of China dogs. It'll be a catastrophe.
What do you mean? What do you mean made aware of his
I'm
responsibilities?
sure your son is not a savage.
Benjamin is not a savage.
Yes, he is.
This is absurd. I see something like that.
He's a savage.
How does he explain his behavior?
He doesn't want to discuss it.
But he ought to discuss it.
He ought to do any number of things. He ought to come here. He ought to discuss it. Clearly, you have parenting skills that put ours to shame. We hope to improve. But in the meantime, please, bear with us.
No, let's not end up like this. Okay?
I'm only thinking of him. I am only thinking of Benjamin.
I got them.
Okay, let's just sit down for another couple of minutes.
So, Profudi, is it a cake or a tart? Serious question. Linzer corn, for example, is that a tart? Oh, come on, tell me. Give me that one of those slides. I was wondering, not that it's at all important, but what started the fight? Henry won't say a single word about it.
Henry refused to let Benjamin join his gang.
Henry has a gang.
He also called Benjamin a snitch.
Do you know Henry had a gang?
Oh, no, that's terrific.
Why is that terrific?
Because I have my own gang.
Me too.
And what does that entail?
There are 5 or 6 kids who follow you around and are ready to sacrifice themselves, like in Spartacus.
Absolutely. Like in Spartacus.
Anyway. Benjamin hasn't been as silent as he replied. And do we know why Henry called him a snitch? No, sorry, it's stupid. That's a stupid question. It's none of our business. On the other hand, what is our business is what unfortunately happened. Violence, that's our business.
To become the head of my gang when I was 12, I had to fight Bobby Kopecki, who was bigger than me. One-on-one, single combat.
What are you talking about, Michael? What does that got to do
No,
with
it's
it?
got nothing to do with it.
We are not talking about single combat. The children weren't fighting.
I know. I was just suddenly having a flashback.
Would you allow me to speak to Benjamin?
By all means.
I wouldn't want to do it without your
Look,
permission.
speak to him. What can be more natural?
Good luck.
Stop it, Alan. I don't understand you.
Mrs. Novak.
Veronica.
You're motivated by an educational impulse, which is very
If you
sympathetic.
don't want me to speak to him, I won't speak to him.
No, speak to him. Read him the riot act. Do what you like.
I don't understand why you don't seem to care about this.
Take it off the market. The minute you take an actual off the market, you're admitting liability. There's nothing in there any other accounts. If you want to get sued for falsifying the executive reports and get shit canned in 2 weeks, take it off the market. And we will think about the victims later. Marie, let's see what the shares do after the annual meeting.
Oh, they're terrible, these pharmaceutical companies. Profit.
You're not supposed to be listening to my conversation.
You're not obliged to have it in front of me.
Yes, I am. I am absolutely obliged to have it here. Not my choice, believe me.
They dump any old crap on you without second thought.
In the therapeutic field, every advance brings with it risk as well as benefits.
Yes, I understand that. All the same. Funny job you have.
Meaning?
Michael, this has nothing to do with us.
Funny job.
And what is it you do?
I have an ordinary job.
What is an ordinary
I
job?
told you. I sell frying pans.
And doorknob.
And toilet fittings, lots of other things.
Ah, toilet fittings. Now we're talking. That's really interesting.
Alan.
It's interesting. I'm interested in toilet fittings.
Why shouldn't you be?
Now what types are there?
2 different systems.
I see.
Gravity or pressure
Oh.
system. Depending on the feet.
Well, yes.
Below or down below. Introduce you to one of my stock managers who specializes in this sort of thing. Like, you have to like out to Secaucus store.
Very on top of this subject.
Are you intending to punish Benjamin in any way? Carry on with the plumbing in some more appropriate setting.
I'm not feeling very well.
What's the matter?
Yes, you're very pale, sweetheart.
A little pale, certainly.
It'll be alright.
Tony's very good.
I'll be alright. You think so?
Yes, and it's explosive.
Sure, David. Oh, right, okay. Well, ask him to call me back. Ask him to call me back right away. Is it good, Coca-Cola? I thought it was just supposed to be for diarrhea.
All right?
Alright. Veronica, if we want to reprimand our own child, we'll do it in our own way and without having to account to anybody.
Absolutely. What do you mean absolutely, Michael?
Do what they want with their child. It's their prerogative.
I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so?
I don't think it is their prerogative.
Really? Explain. Sorry. Excellent. Come on, get this straight. If anyone fucks up, Murray is a dead man in 2 weeks. And us with.
Okay, Alan, that's not so.
Call me back. What's the matter with you shouting like that? You got nuts? Shut your head everything.
Raising that cell phone endlessly.
Net, right now, I am doing you a big favor by being here in the first place.
Extraordinary thing to say.
I'm going to throw up.
No, you're not. No, you're not going to throw up.
Would you like to use the bathroom?
No one's forcing you to say.
Oh, I'm feeling dizzy.
Stare to fixed point. Stare to fixed point, what for?
Touch me. That she would be better off in the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom if you want to throw up. You don't suppose it could be the booty?
Well, come in yesterday.
Don't touch me.
Let's not get worked up over nothing.
According to my husband, everything having to do with the house, school, or garden is my department.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is! And I understand why. It's deathly. All of it is
Well, if you think it's so deathly, why have children in the first place?
Maybe Benjamin senses your lack of interest.
What lack of interest?
You just said that.
Jump under the bathroom. Look, this is ridiculous.
absolutely not the food it could possibly be.
Nerves. It's just nerves.
Would you like to clean up in the
Oh my God, my girl's skirt! Oh my God! It's not now, she can't keep anything down!
Where's the restroom?
We'll run the hair dryer over it or flatten it out under a pile of books or we'll iron it like they do with money.
Oh my God! I'll buy you a new one. You can't find it, it went out of print years ago! Oh, I'm so sorry!
Let me do it, Ronnie. We'll salvage it. We'll salvage
It was a reprint from the 53 London catalog, more than 20 years old! May use the bathroom.
He better not push me any further. What is that?
She's a phone. A newspaper. Another phone's dreadful. Why do you keep siding with them?
What are you talking about? I just want to keep siding with them.
You keep vacillating, trying to play both ends against the middle.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Going about your triumphs as a gang leader, telling them they're free to do as they like with the sun, when the child is a public menace. When a child is a public menace, it's everybody's concern. And I can't believe you puked all over my books. If you think you're about to hurt, all the proper place. This is disgusting.
I was pushing you with the shit out system.
No, you were brilliant.
Good answers, don't you think?
You know, the stock manager thing was brilliant.
What an asshole. And what did he call her? Wolf, that's right. far more ridiculous if you ask me.
How's the poor thing feeling? Better? I behaved very badly. I'm ashamed of myself.
Not at all.
I just steamrolled with her about my catalog. I can't believe I did that.
Yep, there we are. So where does Woof Woof come from?
How much is that doggy in the window?
Oh,
Yes.
I know it. I know what. Well, ours comes from our honeymoon in India. It's ridiculous, really.
Shouldn't I go and see how she is?
Off you go, Darjeeling.
Shall I? Oh, Annette, I was worried about you. Are you feeling better?
If you're not sure, stay away from the coffee table.
I left the towel in the bathtub. I wasn't sure where to put it.
Perfect.
We've cleaned it all up.
Everything's great. Everything's in order.
Annette, forgive me. I've hardly paid any attention to you. I was obsessed over my kokoschka.
Don't worry about it.
The way I reacted, very bad of me.
Not at all. Something occurred to me in the bathroom.
Yeah?
Perhaps we skated too hastily over. What I mean is
Say it.
what
Say it.
an insult is also a kind of assault.
Of course it is.
Well, that depends, Michael.
It's just that Benjamin's never shown any signs of violence, so it's just he just wouldn't have done that without a reason.
He got called a snitch. If anyone calls me a snitch, I'm liable to get annoyed.
I mean, suppose it's justified.
What did you say?
What if it's true?
My son is a snitch?
Of course not. I was joking.
Well, then yours is as well, if that's how it's gonna be.
No, what do you mean? How is it well?
Well, he did identify Benjamin, didn't he?
Because we insist.
Michael, this is completely beside
Hey,
the point.
what's the difference? Whether you insisted or not, he gave you the name. And then what? You think my son is a snitch?
I don't think anything.
Well, if you don't think anything, don't say anything. Stop making these insinuations.
Okay, let's stay calm, Annette. Michael and I are making an effort to be reasonable and moderate. Not that moderate. Oh, really? What do you mean?
Moderate on the surface?
I really have to go, Woof Woof.
Go on, be a coward!
Listen, Annette, right now I am risking my most important client, so this responsible parent routine.
My son has lost 2 teeth, 2 incisors.
Yes, I think we all got
One of
that.
them for good.
He'll get new ones. We'll buy him new ones. Better ones. It's not as if he's bursting eardrums.
We're making a mistake not to take into account the origin of the problem.
There is no origin. There is just an 11-year-old child hitting someone with a stick.
Armed with a stick.
No, we withdrew that word.
You withdrew that word because we objected
We
to
withdrew
it.
without any protest.
A word deliberately designed to rule out any error or clumsiness, to rule out child.
I'm not sure I'm able to take much more of that tone of voice.
You and I have had trouble seeing eye to eye right from
There
the
is
start.
nothing more infuriating than to be attacked for something you yourself consider a mistake. The word armed wasn't appropriate, so we changed it. However, if you stick to the strict definition of the word, its use is far from inaccurate.
We all mean well. All 4 of us, I'm sure. Let's not let these minor irritants, these pointless aggravations drive us.
Michael, that's enough. Let's stop beating around the bush. If all we are is moderate on the surface, let's forget it.
No, I will not allow myself to slide down that slope.
What slope?
The shitty slope, the 2 bastards that burst us on. There, I said it.
I'm not sure Ronnie has quite the same outlook.
Veronica.
Veronica,
Oh,
sorry.
he's a little bastard now, is he? You know, that is the last straw.
Right, well, I really do have to go.
Me too.
Go on, go, go, go. I give up.
Who is it now? Hello? Oh, hello, Mom. No, we're with some friends, but tell me about it. Do whatever the doctor tells you to do. You mean Andrew? Wait a minute, Mom. Wait a minute. Don't tell me. Wait a minute. Andrew's your crap, isn't he? My mother's taking it.
Thousands of people take it.
You stop taking that stuff immediately. No, don't argue. I'll call you back later, okay? You're giving her Andrew for her blood pressure.
If she takes it and stays normal, I'll have her called as a witness. Did I have a scarf? Oh, there.
Goodbye, Mr. and Mrs. Novak.
Behaving well gets you nowhere. Courtesy is a waste of time. It weakens you and undermines you.
Right, come on, and then let's go. Enough preaching and serving.
Go on, but I say one thing, having met you two today, it's pretty clear that for what's his name, Benjamin, there are mitigating circumstances.
When you murdered that hamster, yes, you done your best to make us feel guilty, but your virtue went straight out the window once you decided to
I
expel
murdered
our-
the hamster.
Yes!
I absolutely did not murder that hamster.
Worse, you left it shivering in a hostile environment. That poor hamster is bound to have been eaten by a dog or a rat.
It's true, that is true.
What do you mean that is true?
It's true. What do you expect me to say? It's appalling what must have happened to that creature.
I thought that hamster would be happy to be liberated. I thought he would be jumping for joy, running off down the gutter.
Well, he wasn't.
Fucking think, Ronnie, you know very well I'm incapable of touching the whole species.
Oh, he has a phobia about rodents.
Veronica, I find it intolerable to be put on trial all of a sudden for this hamster saga that you've seen fit to reveal. It is a personal matter, which is nobody else's business but our own, and which has nothing to do with the present situation. Then I find it incomprehensible to be called a killer in my own home.
What's your home got to do with it?
My home, the doors of which I have opened wide in the spirit of reconciliation to people who ought to be grateful to me for it.
It's wonderful the way you keep patting yourself on the back.
Don't you feel any guilt?
I feel no guilt whatsoever. I'm a stag dog. That creature is repulsive.
Ridiculous.
What's ridiculous? Have you gone crazy as well? Their son beats up Henry, and I get shit on because of a hamster.
You behaved very badly with that hamster. You
Fuck the hamster.
You don't get to say that to your daughter.
Bring her on.
Okay, well, if you feel no guilt, why do you expect our son to feel any?
Let me tell you something. I bet them. I'm in here. He tried to be nice. He bought tulips. My wife passed me off as a liberal, but I cannot keep a school. The light society, what I am, and always have been, to fuck Neanderthal.
Aren't we all?
No! No, I'm sorry. We are not all fucking Neanderthals.
You stand up to civilization that's completely to your credit.
And then it's lucky that there are people who are prepared to do that. What, you think it's better to be a fucking Neanderthal?
Come on
Is
now,
it normal
come
to be
on.
criticized for not being a fucking Neanderthal?
No one's
criticizing you. Yes, they are!
No, they're not.
What are we supposed to do, you know? Sue you? Not speak to one another and try to slaughter each other with insurance claims?
Stop it, Ronnie.
Stop what?
You're blowing things out of proportion.
I don't give a shit. You forced yourself to rise above petty-mindedness and you finish up humiliated and completely on your own. This was the worst idea. We never should have arranged this meeting.
I told you so.
Told me so?
Yes.
Told me you didn't want to have this meeting.
Didn't think it was a good idea.
It was a good idea.
Anybody?
You didn't think it was a good idea, Mike.
Think so.
I think so.
Wouldn't mind a little drop.
Didn't you have to know?
I can manage a small glass now that we've come this far.
In the eye and tell me we were in complete agreement about this.
Okay, calm down, Veronica, calm down. This is pointless.
Who stopped anyone from touching the pafootie this morning? Who said, let's keep the rest of the pafootie for the rallies? Who said it?
That was nice.
If you invite people, you invite
You're a liar! You're a liar! He's a liar!
You know, speaking personally, my wife had to drag me here. When you're brought up with this kind of John Wayne-ish idea of virility, you don't exactly want to settle this kind of problem with a lot of yakking.
Well, obviously it was pointless dragging you here.
Well, what were you hoping for? What? You're right, it's a ludicrous nickname. What were you hoping for? Were you hoping for a glimpse of universal harmony? This rum is terrific.
It is, isn't it? English Harbor 10-year-old, direct from ND.
And the tulips. Whose idea was that? I said it's a shame the tulips are finished. I didn't say rush down to the Korean deli at the crack of dawn.
Don't work yourself up until the state Veronica gets crazy.
The tulips were his idea, entirely his idea. And aren't we allowed to drink?
Yes, Veronica and I would like one too. By the way, I find it pretty amusing. Someone descended from Spartacus and John Wayne who can't even pick up a mouse.
Will you shut up about that hamster? Shut up!
You're right.
What about her?
I don't think she needs any. No. No. Fine, there you are. Take it, drink.
Allie.
Alan.
We're not exactly soulmates, you and me. But you see, I live with a man who has decided once and for all that life is second rate. It's very difficult living with a man who comforts himself with that thought, who doesn't want anything to change, who can't work up any excitement about anything.
He's the last person you should be telling.
I will talk to whoever I goddamn well please.
Who the fuck is it now? Yummo. I say he's fine as long as his teeth, but he's fine. Yeah, he's in pain. He's in pain, but he'll pass. Mom, I'll call you back.
He's still in pain?
No,
And why worry your mother?
he can't help it. He always has to worry her.
You think too much. Women think too much.
Think too much. I don't know what that means.
See what I have to live with?
Shut up! Will you shut up? I detest this pathetic complicity. You disgust me.
What I always say is marriage, the most terrible ordeal God can inflict on you.
Great.
Marriage and children.
There's no need for you to share your views with us, Michael. As a matter of fact, I find it slightly indecent.
That's not going to work.
You don't agree?
These observations are beside the point. Alan, say something.
He's entitled to his opinion.
Yes, but he doesn't have to broadcast them.
Well, yes.
We don't give a damn about their marriage. We're here to settle problems to do with our children. We don't give a damn about their marriage.
Yes.
But what?
There's a
What do you mean?
Of course there's a connection.
There's a connection between Henry having his teeth broken and our marriage.
Obviously.
We don't get it.
Children consume us and then destroy us. Children drag us towards disaster. It's unavoidable. When you see those laughing couples cast off and conceive matrimony, you say to yourself, they have no idea what it is. They just have no idea. They're happy. No one does anything when you start out.
You're demeaning yourself, Michael.
Is that right?
Stop crying, Veronica. You can see it only encourages you.
Help yourself. Help yourself. Exceptional, isn't it?
Exceptional. Yes, sir, Beck. Go ahead, put New York, the date, and the exact time.
This is obscene.
Whatever time you send it, it has to look piping hot, fresh out of the oven.
This
No,
goes on
not
from
much
morning to
surprise.
night. From morning to
Yes.
night, he's glued to that cell. That cell phone makes mincemeat of our lives.
Annette, this is very important.
It's always very important! Anything happening somewhere else is always more important!
For the annual meetings, etc.
In the street, at dinner, he does not care where. You know what? I give up. Total story. I want to throw up again.
What's the matter with you?
Well, I'm touched by your concern.
It's upsetting me.
Oh, I'm sorry, I must have misunderstood.
Oh, please, come on. Let's not us start now. Just because they're fighting, just because their marriage is fucked, doesn't mean we have to compete.
Right, you have to say our marriage is fucked. Who gave you permission?
Was it me who said it was Frank?
Michael.
I forbid you to stand in any kind of judgment over our relationship.
Then don't stand in any judgment over my son.
Well, that's got nothing to do with it. Your son injured ours.
They're young, they're kids. Kids have always given each other a good beating during recess. It's a law of life.
No, it isn't.
You see, Veronica, I believe in the God of Carnage. He has ruled uninterruptedly since the dawn of time. You're interested in Africa, aren't you? As a matter of fact, I just came back from the Congo. Over there, young boys are taught to kill when they're 8 years old. Throughout their childhood, they may kill hundreds of
Don't
people.
lecture me about Africa. I know all about Africa's martyrdom. I've been steeped in it for months.
I don't doubt it. Anyway, the ICC has already conducted an inquiry on God
You
First.
gotta know.
Oh, don't get her started on that.
Shut up! Shut
You know what? I'm starting to like you.
I don't like you!
She threw herself on you in such a frenzy. If I were you, I'd be flattered.
He's making fun of you. Do you realize
I
that?
don't give a shit.
Where can we find this from?
That vintage I got you there.
Yeah, all right, take out regrettable. Crude.
You're right, this is
Crude
excruciating.
attempt to. That's it. Otherwise, you
That's
first.
it. I insist you break off this horrendous conversation.
Absolutely not. The shareholders won't give a fuck. Remind them, the shareholder is king. And that's what the.
So there.
Well done!
Are you completely insane? everything in there. It's brand new. It took me hours to set up. Everything was in there. My whole life.
His whole life.
Maybe we can still fix it.
Oh, forget it. It's fucked.
We'll take out the battery and the SIM card. Can you open it?
I don't know how. I just got it.
I'll give it to me.
No, forget it. It's fucked. And they think it's funny. They think it's funny. Leave it, pal. Leave it. There's nothing you can do.
Girl.
Well then. Everyone's doing fine, if you ask me. Everyone's doing much better. Everyone's much calmer. Men are so wedded to their gadgets, it belittles them. It takes away all their authority. A man ought to have his hands empty, if you ask me. He's an attaching case enough to put me off. There was this man once I found really attractive. And then I saw him with a square shoulder bag. A man's shoulder bag. But that was it. There's nothing worse than a shoulder bag. Although there's also nothing worse than a cell phone. Man, I'll take the impression that he's alone. If you ask me. But in the end, everyone's feeling more or less all right. If you ask me.
I should probably warn you, rum drives you crazy.
I've never felt more normal. I'm starting to feel rather pleasantly serene.
I'm sorry. No doubt I'm the only one of us not feeling rather pleasantly serene. In fact, I've never been so unhappy. I think this is the unhappiest day of my life.
Drinking always makes you unhappy.
Michael, every word that comes out of your mouth is destroying me.
Oh, well, my husband's unhappy as well. He looks like he's been left by the side of the road. I think he's so unhappy his day of his life, too.
Yes.
Well then, what have we decided? Should I come back this evening with Benjamin? No one seems to give a rat's ass anymore. All the same, I should point out that's why we're here. That's enough. In my mind, there are wrongs on both sides. That's it. Wrongs on both sides.
Are you serious?
What?
Are you aware of what you're saying?
I am.
Our son, Henry, to whom I was obliged to give 2 extra strength Tylenol last night, is in the wrong.
Well, he's not necessarily innocent.
Fuck off! You know, I have had quite enough of you. Fuck off! My
She broke my compact mirror. And my spray bottle! Defend me! Why are you defending me?
We're going.
It's not as if I'm what did I ever do to you? There are not wrongs on both sides. Don't mix up the victims and the executioners.
You know, Veronica, we're so full of your simplistic baloney. We're up to here with it.
I stand by everything I've said. Why are you choosing to show yourself in this horrible light?
Because I feel like it. Because I feel like showing myself in this light.
Yes, sweetie. Yes. Okay, darling, can you do your homework at Annabelle's? Okay, no. No, darling, we haven't found her yet. Yeah, I went all the way to the grocery store. You know, I think you have to have faith in Nibbles. She's very resourceful. She was happy in a cage. Yes, yeah, Daddy's very sad. He didn't mean to upset you. Yes, you will. Of course you'll speak to him again. You know, we're worried enough already about your brother. I don't know if she'll eat. She'll eat leaves, acorns, and horse chestnuts. She'll find things. She knows what food she needs. Worms. Things that falls out of trash cans. She's like she's like us. Okay, she's omnivorous. All right.